Hello there. One thing I've learned here in the pocket is that in the infinite number of realities out there, many of them have some iteration of dwarves, but not all the dwarven lore is the same, so I've been researching and finding out as much as I can, and I want to share that information with you. First, we'll start with the dwarves that I know pretty well, the Dwarves of Azeroth. Or as you may know them, the dwarves from the video game World of Warcraft. You see, the Dwarves of Azeroth derive from the Earthen, a prototype race of humanoid creatures made from stone. The Earthen were created by the original Titanforge known as the Keepers, and the Keepers were created by the Pantheon, group of titans are essentially gods. They were created to fight in an army against the Black Empire ruled over by the evil old gods who have begun to take over primordial Azeroth and threaten the very soul of the planet. The earliest design of the Earthen was far too ambitious and instead resulted in the creation of Trogs, savage creatures made of earth. The second attempt led to the creation of the craggy and kind-hearted Earthen. After the Black Empire was defeated, the Earthen, like all other Titanforged, were tasked by the Keepers to help with the development of Azeroth. The Earthen were set to craft the mountains and carve out the deep places of the world. Eventually, the Keepers were betrayed by one of their own, Loken, who tainted the Forge of Wills with the Curse of Flesh. Once the Earthen started showing signs of the curse, they asked to be put into a deep slumber in the vaults of Uldaman by the Keeper Arcadus, only to be reawakened once a cure was found. The Mechanomes became the caretakers of Uldaman, but over time they began to leave or break down, until there was only one left. Knowing her time was short, she used the last of her powers to activate the chambers and spare the Earthen from being forgotten in the vaults forever. When they awoke, they found that their power over earth and stone had waned, and that their rocky hides had softened into smooth skin. Emerging, these now flesh Earthen made their way out of the ancient city and eventually founded the city of Ironforge in Dunmorrow, and these were the first Azerothian dwarves. A rich history indeed, and one that I know well because Jenatonic and I are descendants from those very dwarves. I hope you found this interesting, and stay tuned for more dwarven lore from across the multiverse. See you around!